As a parent, it was really nice for me when I was sitting on the dock and I was watching the kids water ski for the first time. When my 9-year-old got up on the skis, everyone around stopped and cheered for him, which is just a nice experience, like to have that positive reinforcement from the people around you.
I think we're looking like it was in the middle of the pandemic, so we wanted to get away, and we had heard about the Crossroads camp and the activities, and we really were looking for something where they could have some opportunities to participate in different programs, and but then we'd still be able to see them and hang out with them and hear how their day went.
I think Camp Crossroads is affiliated with our church, so that's how we found out about it. And we wanted the combination of some spiritual teaching along with opportunities for activities we wouldn't necessarily get in the city or that we have never done with our kids. So Camp Crossroads had the water skiing, which our kids tried for the first time and loved. And they had lots of outdoor things. And then because we went to the family choice side, we also had time to experience some of those things as parents as well.
I think the activities were really great. From being able to participate in the lake activities and the water sports and the game and the way the campground was set up for different sports activities and crafts. But at the end of the day, I think what was really great was the community of families that were there. Everyone was very welcoming and really open to ensuring that the kids all played together and supported each other and encouraged one another. And so, there was a few families that were really instrumental in organizing some social activities for everyone, and then even in the free time we had some a baseball game and an ultimate frisbee game, and these things were just kind of spontaneously set up.
I think having all that freedom to, be a bit more independent, but also be around peers and be around adults when they need it. I think there's a good blend of free time for them and also structured time. Yeah, I think
I would guess the two things that they liked the most were the water sports, like the, what do you call it, wakeboarding, and the water skiing, but the other thing they really liked was the tuck shop. This was our kids' first experience at camp, and so being able to go to the tuck shop and just buy what they wanted was a real treat for them.
They also really liked the Gaga ball pit, which we had no idea what that was until we got there. But like they would just spontaneously play a game after each meal. And it was all ages and everyone was very supportive of each other. As a parent, it was really nice for me when I was sitting on the dock and I was watching the kids water ski for the first time. When my 9-year-old got up on the skis, everyone around stopped and cheered for him, which is just a nice experience, like to have that positive reinforcement from the people around you, and have a place where people know your name. And yeah, a week of that was just really good for the kids.
It was really fun and good, but there were a ton of mosquitoes. That's not something the camp can help with. I really enjoyed the equipment and the space. Like, I liked how there's the beach, there's the dock, and then there was also like the field and the park, and there were a lot of activities you could do. And I really liked, oh, this is my highlight, was the water skiing, wakeboarding, and the thing where we sat in the, or lied down in the thing on the blow up. Oh yeah, tubing. Like that was my highlight because it was a lot of fun.
So I think for us, we're new to Camp Crossroads. It was our first week there. We didn't know any other parents there, and we are the only ones from the city, and we are the only not white family there. So the first day, I think we could tell we were different, but I would say within 24 hours, we felt very welcome and started getting integrated into the activities. So it was a really quick transition.
I think they were more interested to try new things. I think a week at this camp really gave them confidence that new things could be fun and interesting and exciting and adventurous and all the positive qualities with it. And so having that good, encouraging experience, I think would build upon their interest in trying something new again.
Our daughter is extroverted, but likes to play it safe. So I think this camp was a place for her, like Alan said, to try something new. And I think that both the kids are keen to go back and keep experiencing that. And then our son is probably more introverted. But again, I think it's all the small things, like having leaders that encourage you or that know your name or that include you in things or that positively reinforce when you try something. Those, I think that was good for him. And you don't have to be an extrovert to get that positive feedback. You just need people who actually pay attention to you. Honestly, after the pandemic, a week of not having screens is important. A week to connect as a family outdoors with other families was really important. A week to sing in church again. We hadn't sung with other people in a long time. So that stuck out for me.
Yeah, I think to build on that, like just remembering what it was like to be in social environments. And maybe that's not applicable going forward as Ontario kind of reopens. But at the time it was really important for our kids to remember what it's like to hang out with other people.
I also think for us, we go to a small church where there are kids, but they're all different ages. So you don't have a ton of kids necessarily your child's exact age. And so I think going to a Christian camp, you get to meet other kids who are Christians who are your age, and you get to share about your experiences. And I think that's something that is important to us, for them to have peers, and then also to meet like high school students and young people who are working there who are also still Christians and have that kind of mentorship to kind of see what's coming next. I think our older one is ready to do overnight. Like she was fine with that idea and going to teen camp next year. Our younger one may need another year of family camp. So I think it's just being flexible to what they express, and being open. I'll let you go first.
So I think it provides all the things you want at out of a retreat style campsite. they take care of all the responsibilities of planning and organizing so that you can just really like show up with your stuff. And they do it at a really affordable cost for families. They put the focus on the things that are important, connections, experiences, activities, and they do it at a real economical rate.
I think there's a lot, it's not a pretentious camp. There's not a feeling of like it's a certain way or has a certain brand. It's just, I think, yeah, focusing on the important things and having, having it really be on connecting kids with each other, families connecting, and also experiencing God.